Hello, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. As above, so below, we're talking about Mars Energy. Teaching every one of you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Um, if this is your first time out live, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel the Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. My platform is for melanated people, black American people in particular, those that are in conjure, mysticism, any form of magical arts. I want to say, first of all, salutations to my madrina, to my padrino, to my oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, and Adjays. I'm actually in Lauderdale on the outskirts of Miami. I want to share this particular live because one of the things that I say salutation also to my air signs, my water signs, my earth signs, and also my fire signs. To each and every one of you guys that are truly trying to grow in actual real magic. When I say the term real magic, I'm talking about melanin, I'm talking about carbon energy, I'm talking about a life force building atoms and particles that make up our microcosm of the universe, which is our temple. One of the things that I want to encourage many of you guys, in spite of all the things that may be occurring in these United States, I use this platform to tell it like a TI is. And one of the things as a spiritualist, I think is very important. Just like I look at spiritual. Thank you so much for the likes. I think spirituality is just like parenting. A lot of times, people decide how they're gonna parent. And one of the things that I did and with my children, the same way I was taught with my mom, is that I shared a lot of the behind the scenes things that how I accomplished certain things. And I remember my middle son being very, very young at the time, and he was like, "Dad, go to the ATM." I said, his name's Josh. I said, "Josh, for me to get something out of the ATM, I gotta have something in the ATM." I think that a lot of people, whether they're in the church or whether they are have left the church, but you still have church influence, there's a certain amount of transparency that people need to understand, no matter whether you stay in the church, whether you get initiated, non-initiated, things that go along with your prayers or affirmations. She's my son is also an angel. Yeah. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because I'm an elder in the community, in the ATRs. I know I'm also a pastor and apostle. I'm also a parent, a black man, a black American man. And well, a lot of times when you come on social media and people are talking about magic, it's very opaque. And opaque means that it's not as easily to decipher or to recognize what's going on in people's lives. In order to understand how genuine they may be or how genuine they may not be. And one of the things I offer on this platform is to show people transparency when it comes down to magical workings. And I do work for various clients, legal and illegal. Um, and one of the things I'm going, because a lot of times people say, "Oh, I want to help people. That's why I'm got into conjure or root work or mysticism, or I became a prayer warrior, or prophet, prophetess." Various of people step in positions, but a lot of people glamorize their position. And I don't care if it's in the church, I don't care if it's parenthood, I don't care if it's in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi. A lot of times, the version of social media and cameras and pictures that many people see is already a polished version. They have taken, and I do it myself. You take a lot of pictures and you pick the best picture. The same thing in photography. But when it comes down to what I call real magic, you need people not revealing. Thank you so much for all the, hitting that my live, but people not understanding what all goes behind working for people. Um, I have clients that I'm turning around ailments. I myself am dealing with some of the repercussion. I'm already October the 2nd. I'll be receiving another Orisha, the daughter of Shango, Mafedifun Anna. That's her name. And all the trials that I've been going through to get to the place. You know, tomorrow will be the first, and then on Thursday will be the second.